Today we're talking about the first time we ever drove a car.
Oh, when you paused there, I got nervous. Today we're talking about the first time we ever drove a car. Thank you.
Relax, officer.
Because my dad watches this show.
Oh,
so
good, okay.
All right, anyway.
In the front seat. We're talking about the front seat.
Right. Okay. Again, we didn't have to go there because now I'm going to get asked about this. But anyway, so yeah.
Okay. So, first time we drove a car.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we remember it clearly, right?
I have to go to I have two stories for this.
Okay, you go first.
All right, I'll do one, then you do one, and I'll do one again.
Okay.
Very short. One of the first times I ever drove a car, my dad was fixing up a Toyota Corolla, and he let me drive it. Now, I wasn't of age yet. Hopefully that won't be used against him. But anyway, I drove it around in the backyard in a circle just so that he could hear the engine and see how it handled and everything. And he let me drive it around. It was like driving a mini NASCAR. I mean,
did you hit anything?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I just drove it around. I didn't drive it very fast. I just drove it. It was just a thrill for me. That was the first time really I ever drove a car.
Do you ever how old you were?
I do not.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. So the first time I ever drove a car.
What kind of car was it?
Oh, rusty. I don't even remember. It was very old.
Okay.
And a piece of junk.
Okay.
I mean, really bad car. I was 16 on a blind date with some guy who was way older than me.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't even remember who the guy was, but I'm gonna blame it on my cousin Sheila.
Okay.
Because she was a few years older than me too, and a very bad influence.
Okay.
It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. Lots of alcohol involved.
Uh-huh.
And it was on Skyline Boulevard.
Okay.
The guy was intoxicated.
Okay.
I was not. I only had a couple.
Right.
But he was way intoxicated. The car was not his.
Oh, no.
Yes. So he's like, I can't drive. You're going to have to. Like, I've never driven before. I'm only 16.
Did you even have a license or anything?
Oh, no. I'd never driven. 16 years old. Never driven a car. He's wasted. I'm like, wow, thanks, cuz. This is a dream date. Thanks, cuz, for setting me up with Prince Charming here.
Right. Mr. Can't hold his beer.
Yeah. So he's like, you're going to have to drive. Oh, around Skyline. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Foggy as all get out. Could barely see the road ahead of me. Yeah. So that was my first time driving.
You know what, though? You got to really thank this guy if you think about it. Because you could have just said, my first time driving a car, my mom got in the car with me and I drove it around the block and that was it. Instead, you've got this great story because of this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful.
Right.
Thank you. Whoever you are, probably in jail somewhere.
Probably go, what was the name of that girl that drove my car a long time ago?
Yeah.
See if she can get me out this time.
Yeah. Maybe she's got bail money.
So the first time I ever drove a car, my aunt had a Mustang and was going to teach me how to drive, and I was going to take my driver's test in the Mustang.
Ooh.
Because we had a van
Down by
we
the
had
river?
a Ford LTD station wagon, which we rented to the airport to land planes on. It was so long. And so I didn't want to take the test in either one of those. So my Aunt Lynn let me drive her car, and she taught me how to drive it. So we're going on Trinity. This is the first time, we pulled over, and I get in, and I start driving, and I'm going way too fast, 70, 80 miles an hour. And she's like, slow down. Why are you going so fast? And I go, I'm not going that fast. Look, it only says 7. I was looking at the RPMs.
Oh.
I didn't know how to read everything. She didn't show me that right away.
Oh,
so then she said, pull over. Let me show you everything that's in the car. First of all, the brake is down there. This is there. Da, 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 da. And then, of course.
I think she would have done that first.
Well, I think she thought I knew that already. And I really didn't. So I got to drive the Mustang. Well, I mean, I had taken driver's tests or driver's class, but I didn't know where everything was in every car.
Yeah.
And so
each car is different. Yeah, I guess.
And so, so don't use the RPM when you're driving in your car. It's the police will then show you their colors.
That's not a good excuse.
No, they'll turn into a disco ball in no time fast, and usually you'll wind up paying for it.
And how old were you?
I was 16 I was 15 because I had my learner's permit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You learned?
I got my driver's license on my 16th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You learned quick.
Then proceeded to drive the van. on my first time driving with my driver's license.
Well, that was your punishment for going so fast.
Exactly. So there we go. First time driving a car.
Aw.